Hi. I want to talk about support today. Um, the situation at work has had me thinking a lot about like just support in general and how much I miss it. Um, in my personal life, for like 6 months, I had an opportunity to just be on HRT and kind of figure myself out a little bit. Um, so I was surrounded by support because I was only at home and around people online that I put myself around who I knew supported me. If they didn't support me, get the fuck out. Don't care. Um, no time, no patience. So I really want to work with my wife. I wanted to work with her anyway. Someone else outed us as being a couple, not us. So that's why we aren't working together in the first place. Um, but that being said, I've never felt more supported as a manager, as a team member. Like, I've been her boss. We've been equal tiers before. Um, it has never been a situation where I didn't feel supported by her at work. That was the one person I knew wasn't going to betray me. Um, and, like sabotage something for the next day. Like, I always know that she is going to care enough to get the job done properly and set me up for success, and that we work very well that way. I do the same for her. If I ask her to do something, she'll do it. And if she asks me to do something, I will do it. So hopefully they will double down on that. I get like the favoritism thing, which is what they're worried about, really. The favoritism I have used against me constantly, just not by people that are married together. Say, hi, Mr. Kitty. Hi, Mr. Kitty. Hi, baby. The favoritism gets shown already just against me. So these are people that all know each other outside of work and are associated with each other. So it seems rather silly that someone who does support me, who won't show favoritism toward me, I will be expected to do my job like everyone else will. Just the same way when I was her boss, I expected her to do her goddamn job. If anyone should, it's her. She's the one I would look to be like, baby, please, like, can you not, like, can I please rely on you to be the one employee that I don't have to, like, do the full check with and go through the song and dance? Can you please? And it would be great. This would be the first time that she would be my superior. It would be so awesome to go behind the same way and be like, baby, understand that everything on the checklist is going to get done. I got you. There will not be one of those, like, kind of half-ass it and they ask why you didn't check it. Like, we legit got your back. Anything you want done, consider it done. Just tell me how and when. Like, we're chilling. Knowing that I'm not going to be treated in an unequal fashion. I'm not going to get harassed by people. I know she's not going to tolerate it. Versus what I'm currently dealing with, which is that it always happens when the guys who don't tolerate it are not around. So it kind of doesn't matter. They get away with it. All the camera and audio of it is not going to make a difference. It's only going to get people fired, which I don't even want. I don't dislike these people. I don't want them fired. I don't want their lives thrown in chaos. I don't want them to lose money. I don't care if they hate me or not. It's not enough for me. I don't care if they harass me. I don't care if they treat me unequally. I just don't want to see anything bad happen to them. It's not enough for me to warrant that. So this is out of like zero want for retaliation, zero vengeance, zero spite. It's just about me being able to live my fucking life. I know it's crazy that like there's a trans lady who's not trying to fucking impose everything on anyone and change the way reality works for me. No, literally, I just want to feel supported at work and know I'm not going to be harassed or treated unequally. And like, man, it's such a big ask. Yeah, I don't wish to have HR involved. I am going to reach out to HR to see if we can, like appeal to them to get me in the same building and make an exception. Who knows how that's going to go. I am hesitant to do it because I think that they're going to come down on the management, and it's honestly not their fault. I guess to a point it is. They hired these people. They allowed them to be there this long. They've known that this is a thing. So it is their fault to a point, but these are people, like, they are attempting to enforce the policies and the crew is just refusing. And I'm trying to step away from it before people do have to be fired. Because the company's going to have to, like, buckle down one way or the other and say either a you fucking trans bitch, you need to be less sensitive, or you need to just understand that this is unfair, but this is how it is, or start firing them right up after right up. And man, would it be cool if no one had to lose their job over this. Like, that would be super cool. We could fill a void at the other store and someone else could get a job here. Like, wow. Like, everyone would win. Um, so that would be ideal. Just to be very, very clear, my advice to trans people is to not be militant. Um, don't be the TikTok stereotype of people who are, like, trying to stand up for yourself, but look out for your best interest. I, like, can't tell you enough how much different it is in my own, like, emotional state now that I'm not doing, like, it's probably an estrogen T-block thing, but, like, the want and the need to retaliate and, like, that bitterness is gone, and it feels great. As much as it sucks to deal with all this other bullshit, man, is that just so fantastic. Um, so uh, support networks are everything for my own personal transition anyway. There's a few people that come to mind um, immediately that are not my wife. She's obviously my biggest support, and I don't think I make it this far without her. So, aside from her, because I talk about her all the time, my guild mama is one of the biggest supporters I've had, and emotionally is exactly what I need. And of course, I reach out to my wife most of the time, but even if it's just like she'll show me some cute nails that she got, um, like, I get girl time with her, and she is emotionally very vulnerable with me, and allows me to be emotionally vulnerable. Um, and it doesn't matter what I'm going through. Like, let's say I'm 95% busted on whatever thing, like, who cares what it is? She's going to find the 5% and, you know, recognize that. The other way that she's really super supportive is like, okay, I've chilled out a lot now. I'm not as, like, push the boundaries about every fucking thing that I can find. Like, I legitimately made a point to push boundaries. Um, I don't really feel I need to do that anymore, but my guild mama has had to, I don't know how many she's had to, like, deal with on my account. Um, but it gets bad. And sometimes I'm just acting belligerent and stupid. Like, I'm just being a troll. And there's, like, fucking 15 other people besides me and the other person giggling that don't appreciate what we're doing, even if we think we're being super funny, or I think I'm being super funny. I still think I'm funny. Um, so, in those situations, she has not shied away from being real with me. She's always been respectful, um, and has been able to basically have a take no shit attitude, but still be the sweetest motherfucker on earth. Um, she has been a major part. I know if I'm struggling, um, we're on different time zones, so sometimes it can be a little, like, but when she sees it, she's going to respond. And there's been times in the moment, especially recently, where it's like I've messaged her about something and she hit me back, and it was like, yes, I needed that. Um, so she's been big. And again, a lot of these people aren't physically in my life. Like, there's a supervisor at work who, when she comes in, it's like, I know I'm in a safe place. I know that I'm not going to get any shit from anyone. She's going to put me in a good mood. She is going to smile at me. Um, she's just super sweet. She is super, super sweet. Um, she's one of the first shift people that comes in. Um, and yeah, it's just people like that. Like, a lot of times it's just people being sweet to me. It's just them smiling at me and being friendly. There are some people who smile at you very weirdly, and it's like, it's weird. Some days I can almost tell if I'm having a good makeup day because of how men act toward me. Um, And it's also weird. I thought when I picked up HRT that I would look forward to male affirmation, because it would be like, okay, well, I'm the woman they want. But it's actually not like that. It's actually like, I hope you don't want me. I hope I'm misreading this. Um, that's what it's actually like. And in my case, I'm not sexually attracted to men. So for me, it doesn't matter. There's like one scenario where I am very cool with male sexual interaction, but I'm not trying to make this a fetish video. So maybe two. But the point is like, for all intents and purposes, I function life as a lesbian. My little lady bit doesn't really even get used that way. In the way that a traditional person with a penis would use it. So, there's no attraction up front is the point. So it's kind of scary. And then there's other guys that just, the same way they would treat anyone else is how you get treated. And they just smile at you and they talk to you. They ask you the same questions. They will even sometimes go out of their way to just ask a random question or say your nails are cute or something. That type of support is super big too. If you see a trans person and they're behind a register, it goes such a long way. So some other support that I get, there's one person in particular who has always supported me no matter how dumb or outrageous or fill in the blank, usually stupid, I may be thinking, talking, or acting, or how much I know he doesn't support what I'm doing. Not transitioning, by the way, he's chill. Obviously he's supportive. But he's the type of person that I don't look to for emotional support. Not that he doesn't recognize other people's emotions. He's very good at that. Very receptive for how to handle them and shit. But he's very good about like the practical side of things. So for him, a lot of it is like, I know that he's going to make me laugh. I know that if I'm having a bad day and I get a message from him, it's going to be something that's going to make my life better. I think I reached out to him once recently for emotional support. And of course, like a woman, didn't specifically say I was looking for emotional support. I just said something and said I was like upset. I don't even know if I said I was upset. Basically, it's like, I can't believe so-and-so is doing this. Oh my God. How could they expect us to do that? And he took that for, I needed it explained what was going on in LA. Like, I didn't mean that. So that being aside, like, I definitely should have stated my emotional needs and told him I was upset and crying and that I didn't need the situation explained to me. He was mansplaining me. But he is a very lovely man. He's very intelligent. He's very sensitive. I don't think he's very emotionally expressive a lot of the times. But a very sweet guy. And pretty much at any point that I've been in, he's been there. Even when it's like shit that he can't support or stand, like, he's not going to stand behind me doing it, but he will stand behind me. And keep in mind, for the record, he voted MAGA, and he's not one of the maggots. I think he legitimately just was duped by that person, and is not a shitbag. Someone else that has been really supportive for me, at least transitionally speaking, representing the adversary side, him and I had many arguments and discussions and just thought-provoking conversations. When I say arguments, I just mean like, I understand things better about myself now because he was willing to just take up the opposite side. And he definitely is hard MAGA. He's the real MAGA. So in his case, I think we have had some issues recently. But he was very, very good about just being willing to just discuss things. He was willing to be wrong. He was willing to have his opinion be changed, and so was I, and just hear each other out. So that was super appreciated. And I appreciate him for more things, definitely. But as far as it relates to transitional stuff, that was super helpful. I do want to make a video on, I guess, why someone else viewing me as passing doesn't matter to whether or not I'm a trans woman, and whether or not my identity matters, and how irrelevant their opinion actually is. The other video that I would love to get to, and both of these videos are probably going to take a while to happen, I would love to respond to fucking Ben Shapiro about his performative male bullshit, and it being a mental disorder. I'm not going to go into that here as much as I want to just immediately... This fucking cat. I am uncomfortable. Like, my knees, like, my feet aren't down over the couch. So I need to, like, readjust myself, but I can't because the cat looks so fucking comfortable and sweet, and he's sleeping on me. Anyway. So support can come in many forms, and I would say to anyone who is thinking about transition, either MTF or FTM, I would definitely go out of your way to surround yourself with supportive people. And if people aren't going to be supportive, at least be neutral. Yeah. The ones that are not at least neutral, who are like, look, I don't have a problem with what you're doing. Like, do your thing. I don't really care. Like, that's fine. That's fine. Maybe they have a problem. This is a compromise. I tried to make it work. If you have a problem referring to me as she, her, and ma'am, that's fine. Why don't you refer to me as anything that's not male identifying? You could even use my name that's fucking on my tit right now. That's on a nameplate. That's a neutral ground I found with people. I would rather they, them. I don't, like, I still am not being acknowledged the way that I wish I would be, but at least I'm not being like, you're not going out of your way to fuck with me. You're not triggering things that you know are going to piss me the fuck off. Which I guess saying that, I don't have a whole lot of room to talk because I did that for a long time as a normal social behavior, but I didn't do it out of malicious, like, intent. That was, I gotta move. I'm sorry, buddy. Yep. You gotta move. Oh, I'm so sorry, my bud. He's very offended. Ugh. Oh my god, I didn't realize how bad it was, like, fucking cramped. But anyway, I need to go and do an IPL treatment. I need to go and get ready so I can go to Ulta, get some more shampoo and conditioner, and I have to go pick up my tea blocker. So support. Get lots of it, love it, and appreciate the people who give it to you. That probably brings me to tears more than anything else, is when people show support. And it's not like, I can't describe the feeling. But it's like, it's remembering all of your life, the hate that you have seen or faced yourself, including what you've given yourself, the hate that I have placed upon myself. And to have someone else not act that way is like, it's hard to not be brought to tears over it. I haven't found a way to describe it yet, but it's wonderful. And to all of you that do that, I sincerely thank you and appreciate you. You don't understand how that feels, in a very good way. So on that note, it's very positive. I'm going to leave it there.